first thing is, I'm gonna give your ass some results. I'm an unapologetic, fun, tough, badass trainer who loves his job dearly, who has gone through so much adversity to get here. I can understand where you're coming from. I grew up in a city called Riviera Beach. I have 5 brothers, 4 sisters. Where we're from, we call it the Raw for a reason. It was a gang community. A lot of people that I was friends with growing up was gang associated. I was going through a lot of identity problems, trying to figure out who I am and who I wanted to become. And I had to learn that through the trials and tribulations of what I went through as a kid. My mom, unfortunately, she went in and out of drugs. She didn't know if I was home or if we argued, I would just spend the night somewhere else. You know, I used to run away from home. I used to spend the night in bushes and then grab my backpack, go to school the next day. It was rough up until I got to high school. I met a lady named Tammy Petranton. She is my adopted mother. I played volleyball with her son, Joshua Frazier. One weekend, me and my mom, we argued, and I ran away. Then he said, hey, come spend the weekend with me. I spent the weekend and never went back home. Without Tammy, you know, I would have been more susceptible to temptations. So she pressed it hard on me. Don't quit. If you fail, just get back up. It's okay to fail. If you didn't fail, you never tried. I started to find a lane for myself, and then I started to find an identity for myself. I went to college at University of Central Florida. One weekend, I go home visiting family, and Josh, he is working out in the garage. I hadn't seen him in a couple months. This guy's shredded, super shredded. I'm like, what is he doing? He's doing P90X. He's doing Tony Horton's program. We start doing it together. I get in great shape. The program is amazing. Go back to school, and then I just switched my major. So I ended up getting a bachelor's in exercise science, a minor in psychology, and that's how training found me. You know, even though I didn't have the best childhood with my biological mom, instead of being angry, I just became forgiving. We had just started talking to each other, and we just started becoming a family, and I didn't get enough time with her. My mom passed 3 years ago, and one of the things I wish was my mom to see a better side of life. And my mom, you know, my mom was so obese that, it's sad, but my mom was so obese that she couldn't walk more than 20 steps. And my brother was going down the same path. My brother was already in the Army. He has PTSD, and he suffers depression, and he was obese. I told him, I can't lose you like we lost mommy. So I forced him to move to Los Angeles. I would force him to get up at 5 in the morning, to train with me, to eat like me, to think like me. 2.5 months later, almost lost 60 pounds, still losing weight now. Helping my brother lose all that weight, and it kind of felt like I was there with my mom, helping her. And at just seeing what fitness and getting in shape did for him, it inspired my entire family. If I couldn't impact my family, how do I expect to impact the world? It just makes me feel even better that this was the job that I was destined to do. This is it, don't quit. When I moved to Los Angeles, I was mainly training actors and models. And at the time, Magic Johnson made a statement to the Lakers saying that if you did not come back to training camp at 6% body fat, you will not be playing on this team. So Julius Randle, at the time, was playing for the Los Angeles Lakers. He saw my workout videos on Instagram and just hit me up on my DM.
I was just looking at Caesar's work for like a month because I was really, intrigued by it. Eventually, I hit him up. I was like, yo, I want to work.
And we started training the next day after our consultation. 3 weeks later, it's a crazy story. 3 weeks later, I just posted just a little transformation. I wasn't thinking much of it, I woke up the next morning. This was the first time I felt like what was happening. There were so many DMs and so many messages and so many tags, and it ended up on SportsCenter. I had no clue that the 3-week transformation was gonna make that big of a buzz. Julius Randle came into the season in the best shape of his life. And from there, the word that this guy is one of the top strength conditioning coaches in the world just transformed Julius, and then it just kept coming from there. Then that's when the NBA guys started coming in.
Yeah, he busts your ass every day. You know, Cesar's a guy that really pushes you really hard. Some days are harder than others, but you know, I think it's really good work.
If you want to reach your goals, whatever your goals is, whether you just a, everyday Joe, or if you're an athlete, you want to get better, and that's your ultimate goal, and it depends on how bad you want it. You'll get with a guy like Cesar, he's gonna get you right.
He's gonna change your mindset. A lot of people might come in like not wanting to do it and lazy and things like that, but he's gonna change your mindset.
He's doing it right. He's in here working us. He never lets us quit. He gets me right, get me ready for the season.
So I started training so many athletes and celebrities, and everyone started reaching out to me because they knew that I can transform anyone, and also not only transform their body, but their performance.
You had a late night, you're tired, you come in and he's just like, woo! Like, we're doing that. And you're just like, oh, dude, okay, daddy.
If you want to get in here and get the work done, you got to come in here and bust your ass. So he's a great motivator. However he says it or however he moves, it's pure motivation. Ain't no such thing as being mean in the gym.
My philosophy has always been, I don't care about the show muscles, I care about the go muscles. But if you do it right with a great balance, you're gonna get both. You're gonna get the aesthetics, but you're also gonna get the performance as well. You'll never be successful if you don't put in the work. So I just was always the dude that wanted to show up early on time or do more than what you expect. When it came to my clients, I always did more than what they expected. It's in my DNA. That's really how I became who I am now, a real, authentic trainer who loves what he does and who's gonna do this for the rest of his life.